How am I stuck?
I think it's to do with the color of your name.
Ah, please let me know in the chat if you would. Please let me know in the chat if you would like your access to your microphone, and I will be glad to do that.
Oh my gosh, can you hear me? Oh my gosh, you guys can hear me. This is awesome. I'm sorry. Hey, I got a prompt question. Okay, so is it a good time to ask the first question? And I know you've probably heard this question many, many times, but I just can't
Yep.
seem to get a straight answer. And maybe you guys will help me here. The I've been using of course, your Chat GPT thing that I always boast about, which is amazing, right? My question is, how important is commas, periods? Does that what does that do to Midjourney? Does that really impact? Go ahead. Okay, okay. I just did Go ahead, I'm sorry. Yes, please layer it on, I'm cold, I need some more. Go ahead. I think so. Because so basically I'm back to where I started from. No, just kidding. So no, so yeah, yeah, I guess because, for example, if I have a prompt, and I'm just making this up on the fly, so please forgive me. So, beautiful scene of a coastal shoreline with turquoise water, comma, semi-cloudy sky, comma, suns. Like, do I need to put commas between the explanation of what the sky and the time of day it is, if it's golden hour? You see what I mean? Okay, and putting things in parentheses, like we've all watched some tutorials and stuff, doesn't really, unless you're in Discord. I know Discord has, you could put in weights and stuff like that, but putting things in parentheses using the app version, does that help at all or not necessarily? Ah, so it's noise. Okay, okay. So, but what you said is, I guess, the best term I've heard in a while, which is basically punctuation at times is just noise, which inherently can, create unexpected results that you may not want because it's adding useless information to a certain degree. So the cleaner you keep your prompt, and possibly with periods, the better, I guess, maybe. Is that correct?
Well, be
Okay.
careful with periods though, because they are good at separating concepts. If you're talking about the same thing, you may not want to put periods in between everything because then the model might think you're talking about separate things.
Ah, okay. I understand. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I gotcha. So it's best to insert the period at the end of like a solid idea, your core structure for that phrase, and then you can start a next one with it. With I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So in other words, try to use commas sparingly so you don't add more noise into your amazing ChatGPT Claire inspired prompt, basically.
N- Not exactly. Um, think about how somebody would write a description of what you're looking for.
Okay.
If you would naturally find commas in those locations, you're more likely to match a text description that has commas in it.
Okay. Okay.
But
I gotcha.
if so, the more natural you write, the more likely you're going to match um, the database.
Oh, I
When
can
we're
see what you're
restating,
saying.
when we're
Yeah, yeah,
restating
yeah,
the
yeah,
noise.
yeah, 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 yeah. I understand now. That's a really good. Okay, that makes sense.
I have no idea.
Well, because you have to understand something. He's a legal beagle, so he's a lawyer. So I got to be really careful and keep him happy because I don't want to get, see what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a
I
bad
can't
joke.
believe I just mansplained something, and I
No,
really
no,
mean
no,
that.
no, no. You see, but no, no, Claire, you explained it, sir, from the perspective of noise, and then he explained it from the perspective of database. And now that makes sense because noise is one thing, right? And then the other thing is that Midjourney is looking at the database of what it's learned. So yes, it's probably seen a lot of the commas. And trust me, this has been incredibly helpful. I'm going to go cry now because I'm like a new person. Thank you. No, I pretty much ignore you all the time. Let me put it on. Hang on. Okay, I'm putting it on. Okay, I'm there. Let me hit mute because I'm getting. Yes, I see them. Holy crap. Wait a second. Scroll back down again, please. Okay. Oh, that's not good at all. Hang on, let me screen capture that. See, no, I did not know. So it does cause things to happen then, right? Okay, well, in all seriousness, I really do. I have actually learned quite a bit just now. This actually has helped me. In all seriousness, yeah, I get it now. I get it. Finally, for the love of God, I understand it now. Oh my God, my day is complete. All right, you can mute me. You can mute me now if you want. Can you scroll back up to your previous one so I could just do a screen capture of that? Not that one. That one right there, yeah. Because I have to remember this because I run into this a lot of when to correctly to use, but this makes sense. Thank you so much, guys. I believe it or not, I finally understand this. I'm not kidding.
Now can I be heard on YouTube? Oh, and it also says November 27th up there. Okay. I should stop the stream and start it again. How many people would I drop? Oh, there's way too many people watching. Okay, you guys, I'm not going to stop and start. I'm just going to let my mistakes just live there. Okay, bye, Pixel. Dying Soul, can you? Yeah, okay.
Foster, can you
Excellent.
tell us more?
No, you
Okay.
cannot tell us more. Okay. Data stream is structured input of data, whereas a database is fixed data. This is true. Then rely on a single database. I think data streams are more accurate. I think they would call it data streams if it were one. But the AI has like a whole other way of talking about it. Let's see. What
I use database as
Uh-huh.
I use database as a non-computer person to imply that there is a collection of data somehow,
Mhm.
and that data is informing. So there is a base for the data.
Understood. I am going to look up what AI professionals actually call that training set. They don't call it a database or data stream. They call it training data, data set. Corpus is used heavily in NLP. Training distribution, pertaining data. No, pre-training data, pre-training mix, data set shard or slice. Wow. Here's what. Not a database, not a data stream, not a knowledge base, not a library. So the term you're looking for is data set. That's what it says. Who wants to be cool? Raise hands.
We're beyond my intellectual ability to grasp.
Oh, nonsense. Nonsense. I love corpus. It's so cool we get to use that word. How cool is that we can use that word and it's like correct and not pretentious? Maybe it's correct and pretentious.
It's close to corpses.
Oh,
it's
dear.
Just dead.
Dying Soul would love that. Welcome, Brenda, Loki, Snowstorm, Promptogram. Well, I have an amazing thing to talk about if there are no further questions.
That was a very
out
good
there.
question.
It was a great question. Ari, you often have questions. Do you have one today? Uh-oh. Do you want me to unmute you? It's not prudent to unmute Ari, but okay, I will.
Yes, and now, since there's more people coming in, if you would like to be unmuted, please let me know in the chat and I will do that for you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Ari.
I hope you all are enjoying the day and this program. I have a question regarding the profile on the web interface. Yeah.
Profiles or your profile, like your person?
I think
like your profile page.
My profile page, not other people's profile. Yeah, I'm having trouble changing the portrait of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having trouble how do I categorize my generations so they will be eligible to become profile pictures?
They have to be 1:1
Okay.
in aspect
That,
ratio.
that's an absolute, or
They must be 1:1 aspect ratio, and they
uh-huh.
must use a global profile or a mood board.
Okay, and that's it.
That's all I'm aware of.
Okay. Okay. So uploaded images won't work, even if they
Nope.
are one. Okay.
Because it's a moderation thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
All
But
things in moderation, all things are moderation.
if something is created, but also is with a reference image, will it be acceptable?
Gosh, that one I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, got you there.
You did. You totally got me there. I actually don't know that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice to investigate? But let's not dwell on that.
Yes, I can ask what's going on with that if you want me to.
That's fine. I'll figure it out myself. Thank you so much. I will come up with something, and I'm pretty sure. What are we going to be talking about today?
Oh my God, I have such an amazing topic that but I want to get everyone's questions, everyone time to ask their questions too. Does anyone else have any questions we should chat about before I take over with my exciting topic? Oh yeah, if you have no questions, type NQ or no questions. Loki, is there any news for the video model in MJ? I'm going to say no, but I'm also going to check to make sure that's true.
I can say this
Oh, tell me.
because of what David's been talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was
in
going to
office
look
hours.
up. Yeah, go ahead.
The the Niji team is the team primarily behind video model, and the Niji team is currently working on Niji 7.
Ooh, fancy that. That's nice.
So, but no particular news for the video model. I do know that
Nothing has been announced.
they're focusing on the next whole model. Like I'm going to call it the image model, but of course the image model and the video model are like shared DNA. So the fact that they're working on the version 8, version 7 of Niji, version 8 of regular means that we will see, whether we like it or not, we'll see changes to video. I mean, it just follows. Excellent. So I see that
comment.
everyone else has an NQ for no questions. So my gosh, I am excited to tell you about bleeding edge news. Like you can't even Google this. It's so new. But there was recently a conference, and a friend of mine went to this conference, which is how I happened to know about it. I think it was in Sri Lanka or something. Or no, it's not Sri Lanka. It's the other one.
Malaysia, Singapore.
Singapore. Thank you. In Singapore, there was this big
The other one.
conference about the other one starting with S. Neomorphic storytelling. And wow. Okay, so let me explain this because I'm so excited. So neumorphism is a design phrase It means elements that appear to extrude from or sink into the background rather than float above it. There's something called skeuomorphism as well. It's a portmanteau of new and skeuomorphism. So it actually came from, like, have you guys heard of dribble? This phrase of neumorphism in design, not in storytelling, in design, became this way of describing a particular kind of UI aesthetic. But what we ended up with, this term has been adopted and applied to storytelling in order to finally give a name to the sort of storytelling that AI supports, and it helps define roles, like who is the author, who is the reader, and what happens, and what does the author. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this in so that you guys have a little bit of text to look at the same time from my notes here. Neumorphic storytelling is a narrative paradigm in which the artist doesn't author a fixed sequence of events, but instead authors the engine that generates the story in response to the reader's input. So borrowing the neumorphic, quote unquote, idea of elements emerging from a continuous surface. Not just the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master is using GURPS or D&D or something, right? So, and the Dungeon Master decides what's going on. Like the Dungeon Master says, you walk into the tavern and. So you have to imagine the combination of GURPS and Dungeon Master that lies passive and only becomes active when the reader or players do something. So it's borrowing the neumorphic idea of elements emerging from a continuous surface. So the storyteller builds a world layer, like the AI model, the rule system, the aesthetic vocabulary, the responsive logic, key logic, not just the common sense logic, like if you jump up, you come back down, but dramatic logic, where the drama needs to change, like the Dungeon Master does. It's designed to let narrative elements rise into shape only when engaged by the reader. So in this model, and Biggs, you can help me differentiate Dungeon Master from neumorphic storyteller as I say these. First, the story is not pre-written. It is instantiated in real time as the reader interacts. Some Dungeon Masters pre-write, but mostly Dungeon Masters are allowing the story to instantiate in real time as the players interact, right?
Yeah, the good ones don't write anything ahead of time. They
Okay.
prepare characters and things that also, like, they participate in the storytelling.
Okay. And then the creator's art lies in shaping the generative architecture. They sculpt the behavior, boundaries, tone, and metaphysics of the engine. Now that sounds more like the guy who wrote GURPS or the Dungeon Master, the AD&D rules, not the Dungeon Master himself.
Well, the DM still writes the metaphysics and things, but not the logic. Not
Yeah.
the so, like, think of GURPS as the language in which you interact with the DM or the story. So that if we're using English to interact with the neumorphic storytelling, then GURPS would be a kind of language and the logic in which we've collectively agreed to be bound by.
Okay, so far the neumorphic storyteller is doing both those jobs.
Yeah, this sounds really interesting. Like, it's doing, like, this is neumorphic storytelling isn't new, but it's an interesting concept
It's the
applied
first
to
time neumorphic
something.
storytelling is new in that, yeah, you're about to say it, in that this is a word from AI about AI specifically.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't want to say AI dungeon masters. They came up with this new term.
No, but yeah, and this does more than just what the DM does, right?
Way more, yeah.
But I think it's a really good context for us to understand it. Maybe not. Maybe I've just pigeonholed the whole project, and it can do even more than what I'm alluding to, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it can do 3-dimensional world, 2-dimensional world, text. I mean, whatever your AI is doing. But I mean, I wanted you've seen these demonstrations. I haven't even finished explaining it yet, but you've
Yeah.
seen these Sorry. So, Beeks, have you seen the demonstrations of where someone puts an avatar in an AI generated virtual world, and as they walk toward the shoreline or something, the AI generates the game world as they step forward into it? And so it's in real time, the AI is creating the world. So if you look down at the shell, the AI is like, oh, your interest is on the shell, and it starts generating more details about the shells, like, oh, you can pick it up now, and then you can pick it up, and then you can throw it into the ocean, and then you can walk up to the water where it landed, and and the AI is smart enough to know that if your shell landed in the water, it should render the shell now in the water. It's not like any of that was that's not how games are made right now at all. They're all on rails, and we think we have freedom inside the rails, but everything's logical triggers and so on. There's no AI layer that's extrapolating the world as we move through it. And and we didn't have I certainly didn't have a word for that entire thing. Like, I can't even, while trying to tell you I don't have a word for it. What it ends up being is neumorphic storytelling. The reader becomes the sequence maker. Their choices, questions, and explorations pull narrative threads to the surface. The output is emergent, managed by the AI, not pre-authored. So that's the word I'm looking for. Here it is in my notes: latent world. The output is emergent, not pre-authored. Each reading becomes a unique traversal through the latent world. The human dungeon master is not a latent world, or is, depending on what his style is. But the most dungeon masters I've met have sketched a path through the world that the players need to generally stay on. Like, if you refuse to talk to the guy who gives you the quest, your dungeon master's pissed. In neumorphic storytelling, that would not be true. So, neumorphic storytelling shifts authorship from the creation of linear events to the construction of a malleable narrative substrate. Oh, that's so cool, where the story forms a soft, responsive extrusion from the world engine itself.
My argument here is that
Wow.
not that neumorphic storytelling is like a dungeon master. Good dungeon masters know how to employ neumorphic storytelling.
Ooh, yes. Yes. And so now we've got, like, a neumorphic storyteller. The author is not telling the story. It's he's building a world in which the various narratives are latently possible. And I think the he would build into it, of course, the clues and things needed. And what he's doing is he's building this inside an AI. That's what if you go into AI and gaming, people are going bananas for neumorphic storytelling, although they haven't settled on calling it this necessarily. It's just that
It's just that this
conference in Singapore did.
Yep. Keep going. Cool. My favorite implications that I've seen so far of things like this are um, interactions with people and the AI personas that come out, and you say the wrong thing, and then the person on the street gets upset, or you accidentally bump somebody and they interact with you in a natural way, in a way that emerges based upon what you actually say to them. So if you just walk up to her, I don't know if anybody's seen some of these videos where it's like a very small little street corner where it's almost like you're playing Grand Theft Auto, but you walk up to somebody and you start talking to them, and depending on what you're naturally saying, it gets interpreted into and then responds with the AI. You can just walk up to somebody and say, "Have a great day," and then they're like, you could see them visibly change, or you can just tell them off, and then they get mad at you, and you have an argument in the street. But like the way the AI responds is very natural, but there was nothing programmed into the person until you've interacted with them.
That's fantastic. So it's not a it's Westworld. It's not trigger based. It's
Yeah.
that didn't HBO like cancel Westworld before it concluded? I was so into Westworld, it was ridiculous. Awesome.
So
I
is
stopped
this,
after the first season.
is this like choose your own adventure in some ways? Like the
Yeah,
book?
it's a little bit like Choose Your
Yeah.
Own Adventure, except Choose Your Own Adventure
But
is completely
more
on rails.
complex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
very,
this
very
more
simple.
complex
Right.
version of choose your own adventure. That's just it's
Endlessly
like a book
complex.
converted. Yeah. A lot more than we were capable of before AI. To give out at a reasonable price at least. Complexity.
Yeah.
It's interesting. There's I was just thinking because there's this book. I'll share it, but there's she's not the greatest storyteller. She isn't, but the idea of it is therapy quest. So you could actually do that with therapy. Is like
Oh, nice. Yeah, you
a
could.
schemorphic, is it? Storytelling
Neumorphic.
therapy quest.
That's a
based
great
on
idea.
like ACT and acceptance, and, like different therapies. And my kids both took D&D for social skills. So there is a whole kind of there are therapists that do D&D for social skills groups.
That's
and
fantastic.
stuff.
That's so funny.
So it's
because-
actually
Yeah.
it's
Can I
actually
just-
made differently, slightly than D&D. Obviously, the setups are
but
more.
noob.
Yeah.
The D&D crowd has been accused of having no social skills for endless eons. So the fact that the victory, the victory and the irony of having D&D be the way to teach the social skills is killing me. I love it. Nerds
It is.
everywhere rejoice. You have been vindicated.
My kids loved it. It was really good, and it's not under pressure. So you learn teamwork, to problem solve and stuff with other people when you have social skills and social interaction. I could use this. I'm like,
Yeah.
but skeuomorphic would make it really. You could make some really good tools to help some kids out that struggle with social skills and stuff, or even because I'm of the opinion that people that don't need to learn social skills actually do need to learn social skills, because autism people need
for
to
sure.
learn social skills towards autistic people. So it's not just autistic people that need to be in social skills. So something like that, where you're teaching
That's smart.
just the general population, just social skills with different types of people, would be as skeuomorphic. That would be fun. Yeah,
That would be cool.
that would be cool.
I'm typing in some little notes here from my GPT. So choose your own adventure. I thought this was a really great comparison, so I just asked it to outline it. Choose your own adventure, which we all know from the 80s. Pre-authored branching, the writer creates all the paths and all the outcomes in every possible turn, and you choose between the options that already exist, and the world is fixed. And only your traversal changes, and it's a decision tree, not a generative system. And nothing in Choose Your Own Adventure responds to you, it just routes you. So neumorphic storytelling. This would be so great for therapy. World engine authorship and real-time emergence. So neumorphic storytelling says the author doesn't write the branches. The author writes the generator that writes the branches on the fly. A CYOA, Choose Your Adventure, is a maze. A neumorphic story is a living terrain that reshapes when you walk on it. Oh, goosebumps. Features of neumorphic storytelling. The creator authors the rules, architecture, physics, tone, constraints of the narrative world. The story appears only when the reader interacts. Two readers may see entirely different events, not because the writer planned for them, but because the engine interprets their input. The narrative is emergent, not enumerated, and the reader isn't choosing from a menu. They're co-authoring moment by moment through interaction with an AI-powered substrate. AI-powered substrate. I want that like as a t-shirt or a tattoo. I can't decide.
May I interject?
Please.
When does the Japanese lesson stop and the Midjourney class starts again? Because I'm totally lost here.
Oh, well, this is Promptcraft Live, and part of what we
Yeah.
do is talk about AI in general.
So I'm just saying that I'm totally oblivious to whatever it is you're discussing.
Okay.
Just-
Go get a coffee and come back when you have another Midjourney question and we can answer it.
I will.
Okay. Do you do cream and sugar with your coffee?
Black.
Black? Really? Me too. Often.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like an
having-
open world video game. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm having multiple thoughts here. I have another Discord channel that I'm in, some close friends that we argue and discuss philosophy and theology and implications of just thinking through this is like life is just a choose your own adventure novel. We just don't know what the other options are. And in the like multiversal theory, but then this neumorphic storytelling thing framework is an interesting interesting metaphysical implications, that not every possibility or possible world needs to exist in order for multi-world or multi-dimensional theories to make sense. They're emergent in similar ways. But yeah, I'm going way in the clouds for a bit, but that's interesting.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about another application of this because, like, for just lots of things. Because, like, yeah, for fun, and I'm always for fun. I play games and stuff, but also for practical. Like, I was in this group before for like kind of like starting your own business and stuff. And sometimes they would have someone up that was like doing. They would do a pretend call for sales or something,
like a role
so
play.
the other role play sort of thing for pretend. And like I know my son is really nervous about interview, right? If you've never had an interview before,
well, I've been through
as a
AI
young
interviews.
person. No, but I'm talking more VR, kind of more real, like interview that you could do to help.
I'm agreeing with you.
That
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so it's like this more, that you're actually building it more realistic, and not just that you're talking with ChatGPT. It's not the same. I don't know. I find it different just talking with ChatGPT different than like actually like as if you're with a person, right? But you could definitely make constraints on something and make something for role playing systems for multiple things. That yeah, that'd be actually really cool in the school system.
So, and there's something called, do any of you heard of something called AI Dungeon? I've never heard of it. Apparently it uses a GPT family models to generate text adventures in real time based on player input. The devs explicitly frame it as infinite story possibilities in a world that reacts to the player instead of a mapped out tree. So that sounds interesting. There's also something called Hidden Door. It's an AI storytelling platform where you play inside a defined story world like Wizard of Oz or Pride and Prejudice. And the system enforces in universe rules and blocks overpowered or immersion breaking actions. That's interesting. LLM based interactive drama frameworks describe systems where LLMs orchestrate and adapt dramatic narratives with autonomous agents and memory explicitly as evolving story worlds. So let me bring this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm reading from notes, but I'm going to bring it up here. And then we've also got this one. So this is like neumorphic storytelling early access stuff. Like people who are trying. There's also, gosh, there's this. These are great. And I will dig into, if any of these look interesting to you, to let me know and I will dig into them. Let's see. That's what we're here for. Hidden Door and Drama Llama. I gave you these, right? Oh, there's the Verge Mr. Paywall over here. Okay. Well, apparently I'm okay, let me get a summary for us then. Wow. And then 87% of game developers are already using AI agents. Over a third use AI for creative elements like level design and dialogue. Well, that's not quite neumorphic. Let me look at Orchid. That's interesting. So no one's really doing it now? Huh. Hidden Door is an AI-powered narrative game platform in early access that lets players co-create interactive stories within structured fictional worlds like The Wizard of Oz and Pride and Prejudice, rather than wandering in freeform chatbot text. Players create characters with backgrounds and traits and then make choices, like in a tabletop RPG. The system uses an AI narrator and rules such as dice rolls and in-universe limits to steer the story, preventing unrealistic or I instantly win outcomes that you might get from a general AI chatbot. It also includes collectible story cards that help track characters, locations, and plot points for continuity. This must be a way to like learn Pride and Prejudice. What I wanted to hear about was the fully immersive 3D worlds. Let's see if I can research that. Holodeck, please. Exactly. Okay. There's apparently something called in-world AI. Oh, thanks for AI Dungeon. There we go. Here's some new morph. Oh, wow. Look at this one, Beegs. It's free until the end of the year.
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, 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 wow. Runtime pricing, docs. Control plus. Okay, we've got state-of-the-art voice AI. We have try different voices. That's not what I'm interested in. Build a character. Ha! AI characters. InWorld has been pioneering character-first real-time AI interaction. Oh, what? Character template. Nice. I'll make possum and tell you guys how it works. Because that's a character I know very, very well. Fantastic. All of this is going to come together, I think. And I can't believe we're alive. What a time to be alive, you guys. What a time. I've been so depressed because of the political situation. I'm so happy to have a shiny, distracting technology thing to distract me from the horror of our politics.
So you just did something dangerous
What's that?
because I'm no longer interested in Promptcraft Live now. I'm gonna be playing with something else.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's fine with me. If I have hooked you guys up to eumorphic storytelling, and I posted the poster for the convention at SIGGRAPH, the I don't know, the class, it's the event at SIGGRAPH, which I hope my buddy doesn't mind that I just shared it. I just doxed him. Well, you guys don't know who he is. Todd. Yeah, I really wanted to be in Singapore for that. For the eumorphic storytelling. Explore the new species of media emerging from generative AI. That's how they framed it. So exciting. Okay. So does anyone else have any topics they would like to bring to Promptcraft Live today? If not, I have an activity we could try.
I have a question for you.
Okay, hit me.
Have you tried looking at Midjourney on incognito mode?
No, what does it do?
So just trust me here. Open an incognito tab.
I don't even know how to do that. Wait, this is not Chrome. Sec. Let me get Chrome up here.
I think Firefox has
Here's
incognito too.
Okay, so how do I make it incognito?
Um,
There's
we,
yeah, that
we
should
can't really see
Control
what you're
Shift
seeing.
N. Control
Control
Shift
Shift
N.
N.
Control
On
Shift
the
N.
top, on the
Y'all,
top.
y'all totally know how to do this. Okay, I've gone
Yeah.
incognito. I'm
Go to
going to
Midjourney.
Midjourney.
No, don't log in.
Don't log in.
Yeah,
No,
stay out.
I have not seen this yet, but David has said something about a new private window. There's apparently, if you go to midjourney.com/explore, maybe. No, you have to not be logged in.
I have to not be logged in. Log out.
Correct.
Okay.
You can't
Projects.
see.
Explore.
Projects. Westendorf. Thank you. Himbo. Thank you.
What? Surveys. What?
Nope. Go back to the main page. Scroll down just a little bit there.
This.
Projects. TBA. 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 David's secret projects.
Well, they're not that secret. He's made huge moves that the economist has tracked. We went
I
over
know.
it. We went over it in one of the Promptcraft lives.
I
That's
know,
cool.
but these are more speculation as to what is actually being done. I know we talked about the
Love it.
we talked about the what ultrasound technology.
Yeah, that's the one. That must be this one here. I think.
But
Touching.
it looks like maybe the second one there is like real-time drawing, maybe.
Oh God,
Face
yes.
mapping or something.
Oh.
Voice.
Oh.
What's with the heart?
Now I'm a short little person and I'm wiggling around in my chair now with excitement.
So I didn't know if we wanted to spend some time speculating what some of these projects could be. He said specifically that some of these could be in another year, some of these could be 3 to 5 years. But that's what they're working on.
Do you have another actual question before we launch into more advanced user stuff?
Me?
You. Because you're actually you're a working artist trying to use Midjourney to do actual things. So, we're going to stop and help you out if you have anything.
Not at the moment. I mean,
Okay.
Remember what we were trying to do last time? Was it
Uh-huh.
Monday or
With the
when
foot.
was it? Yeah, I found the reference image and I managed to retexture it.
Oh, very nice.
But there's no way for Midjourney to recreate it
No,
with the prompt.
that's correct.
It's actually very difficult for Midjourney to recreate it even with the image as a reference image.
That's correct.
Because there are toes and it messes up the toes. He adds another one, one foot has 5 toes, the other one has 6, or all sorts of distortions. But retexturing it might be, it works. Occasionally it adds an extra toe, but I think it can be fixed with the.
You can fix it.
Yeah, it can be fixed, I think. Yeah. So I was quite happy to be able to do that. Actually, I downloaded a bunch of images I want to mess with and retexture them and then paint them.
Oh, beautiful. Hey, would you mind share? Oh, you know what? I can get it. The image of the woman with the foot.
Yeah.
I think I've got it here. It's kind of fetishy, but really tasteful somehow.
Well, it's not at all porn or anything. It's just
there it is.
yeah. It's just this actually is a very good oil painting that an artist has done. So I wanted to recreate the pose of the legs somehow and change things here and there, and then try to paint that. But I'm just gonna let it. I'll probably do it next year at some point.
Well, it's a beautiful choice of subject, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
love the unusual framing. You would see
you
that in the
wouldn't
lobby in some places here in Austin, Texas.
depending on what the office is about.
Yeah.
You could see it in a museum though, or maybe in a collector's house.
Yeah, definitely collector house.
What is SFW?
Safe for work.
Safe, yeah. Well, I guess the artist who made this had a real. He worked with a real reference. Like he took a picture of a lady on this pose, and because it's been a couple of years before, so he didn't have Midjourney for sure.
Yeah.
And then even if he had, he would have to do the toes more than once.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that it just took everything he had. I mean, it's just an extraordinary. And then the fact that the detail is kind of lost as you move backward over her body until her hands are just barely.
Yeah,
Like it looks like her hands almost look like they don't have enough fingers, the one on the left. Like he really
right. Yes,
relaxed
and
everything.
that is the part that you might have to edit. The fingers up there on the top.
Yeah.
Because it might be 3 or 4 fingers in the retexturing generation. So
Yeah.
you have to say,
Yeah,
there's
fix and or you'd have to like actually draw it yourself. You know, that's
I wonder if I can do this with having her wearing shoes or something.
No, you won't. It's the angle that Midjourney would get really confused by, because it's
Like-
a novel. It's novel. It's not archetypal, and everything
Yes.
non-archetypal is hard. In fact, that takes us straight into the next activity that I had planned for us, which was
Hi.
for all of you to tell me, what you think is the hardest thing to do in Midjourney.
All right.
Like, is it multiple characters in one picture without blending? Is it anything like breaking archetypes, like this picture here, like the picture you showed?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the hardest one? Is
For
it?
me, the
Yeah.
hardest thing is having to go back to work.
Ah ha ha. Yes.
Unfortunately, have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
we'll
so
see
sorry.
you.
I'm so sorry.
See you again later.
Can I show you? Can I show you one of the generations? One of the retexturing generations that I've done. See if
Yeah.
you. Let me see if I can find something that. Because I've made quite a few, but not all of them are acceptable. How do I save it? Oh, download. Okay. So let me just download it and upload it. But you're right. It's not archetypal. Hence the issues.
This looks nice.
Yeah.
Looks better than his. Fix the hands. But I see the lower foot is not as nicely done.
Yeah, I know. It's it just takes so much time. When I'm going to actually paint it, I will make sure that I have a really nice reference before I carry on with drawing and everything. But at least I got the pose right.
The pose is beautiful. You nailed it.
Well, the original artist did. I just
Yeah,
I
but
just
it was
yeah.
hard to do this in Midjourney, and you figured it out.
It's impossible to do it with Midjourney.
Yeah, that's right. Dying Soul, let's see. Dying Soul says, sometimes I struggle to make the simplest things, i.e. animate an image where a man walks toward the horizon and the camera stays still. All kinds of weird things are happening. Dying Soul, one of the best ways to keep the camera under control when you don't want there to be a lot of motion is to it's like giving a rattle to a baby to calm it down. If you tell in your prompt, if you tell it like the clouds move slowly or the grass twitches slightly in the breeze, or give it something to animate, then your main subject and such will be able to your camera will stop moving and everything will calm down. It's weird. But try giving Midjourney something trivial to do to animate. Yeah, exactly, Ari. How can you do something like that? Impossible in Midjourney. Isn't this what you're saying, Stu?
Feels like it.
Johnny, do you have any ideas for this one? Joseph? They might be away from the keyboard.
Are there any plans where Midjourney can actually understand complicated prompts?
Yes.
Like
what you're asking for is better prompt adherence, right?
not only that it would be, I mean, the archetype, when it follows the archetypes, right? Maybe move away from the archetype process and maybe just follow the description of the prompt instead of, you know.
I can't. I hope so, but here's the thing. My problem is that I know too much about how AI generative art is made, how diffusion works, and I don't understand how. I don't have enough of a technical grasp to see how diffusion could ever be able to make an image like the one with the mirror, unless somebody gave it on purpose tons of really weird images like the one you see in the mirror, and those images were really well tagged or described such that it's a woman holds a mirror in the middle of her thighs so that her feet are reflected in the mirror and she, it looks like a person made entirely of legs. I don't know, like you'd have to something, so that language would have to be in there and those images would have to be in there so that Midjourney has a fighting chance to understand that that language is correlated with these rules for pixel placement. As long as the text isn't in there and the sample images that it learns from aren't in there, it can't possibly know how to do it. And so that's why non-archetypal stuff is so hard, because there's non-archetypal stuff isn't in there.
Right. Or something like this.
Oi, not bad, Himbo, I guess. Terrifying, actually. Oh yeah, all right.
Well,
That's beautiful and strange, and Midjourney would make that by mistake. But I don't know how precisely, unless the language that describes that has gone in there before and an image that looks like that has gone in there before, it really struggles because it doesn't really understand us. All it's doing is applying valid rules for pixel placement based on the arrangement of words we've given it.
But the Omni reference has been a revolution.
I agree.
It's been like a game changer for me. From the moment that came out, I really like dug deep. And before that, I was just just casually playing it with it, like once in a while, make a picture, paint it, whatever. But now I'm really going crazy.
Yeah. But at least you can come to these events and it's like group therapy.
Yeah, I'm doing it for group therapy because my shrink told me to. Yeah.
Well, this is Midjourney's Promptcraft Live. This is the advanced users group for Midjourney, and it can be a little bit podcast-like. It can be a little bit full of tutorials, a little bit full of Q&A, a little bit full of games, discussions, exercises, all kinds of things. You never know what's going to happen on Promptcraft Live. We have today talked about neumorphic storytelling, and we've talked about the role of punctuation, capitalization, grammar, and spelling on prompts. And we've talked a little bit just now about what's the hardest thing to do in Midjourney. And most people are talking about how to do things that are non-archetypal. And I just finished describing a little bit about why non-archetypal things are just so hard to do. In the second half of the event, we can make a decision about what we want to do. I would like to know if you guys want to do Q&A, discussion, or games. Please type in chat whether you want to do more Q&A, discussion, meaning more like neumorphic storytelling, or a game. I see 2 votes for games. Well, let's see if we let me even see if we can join rooms, because I think joining rooms has been broken for a while, right? So let's try it. Where's chat? Lobby. My rooms. The secret Promptcraft lair. Are you able to join that room? I love this Westendorf. Absolutely adore it. Did you make that with Midjourney? Wow. Looks amazing. It looks like real art. Let me put the password in there. Is anyone able to join this room? Dying Soul is able to join that room. Okay, bye, Loki. So can Ari. So can Westendorf. Oh, okay. Can only enter if you joined before the bug, I expect. Oh, so Promptogram should try. Or Stu, who hasn't been in there before. Slow Freeze. Joseph. I don't know if Brenda's ever been in there. Alistair. Nagi could not. Did it give you an error, Nagi? Beep. Error fetching room. Crap. So I guess we're not going to do that kind of game. I know. We can probably play the style game though. Because the style game, you don't play it in a room. You paste the finished image into chat. We can try that. I have to get it up here. All right. Hold on, talk amongst yourselves for just a minute here. I was not prepared to do this. I was prepared to do the other kind of game. Okay. You do not need you do not need to be in a room to play Wheel of Styles. But what we do need is a random starting image, which I will give you now. Your random starting image is this frog. Here is how to play. You are going to retexture this frog with a style. And you can change the prompt. You can do anything you want. You can use a prompt and you can use a style reference. Those are the things you can do. And what you're going to do is I'm going to spin this wheel of styles and it's going to come up with what we're going to have to do to that frog. And then we have a timer. So you can do it for, you'll have 10 minutes to change the frog and paste your finished frog into the chat. Then we emoji vote, and then the winner gets to pick the next image. A little bit prompt battle-ish. It's easier to do this if we just start. So grab your image. I'm going to do it too, so you can watch me do it. I'm going to do it also. Here we go. I'm gonna have Midjourney open. Not Midjourney TV. I always do that. Create. Okay. So I am retexturing, so I have to go to the editor. Let me make some more room here. I'm going to edit. For me, I'm editing from an uploaded image. Well, here, I'll do it the same thing you're doing. I'm going to copy the link. Oops. Copy image link. Edit from URL, paste in the link. Now I have a frog. Now, my job is to Wheel of Styles. Make it a bright studio flat lay composition. We have 10 minutes to make it a bright studio flat lay composition. What is that? What is a bright studio flat lay composition? Does everyone understand that? I don't. Should I just spin again? Yeah, let's spin again. Okay. All right. Make it a storybook illustration from a culture that never existed. Now that I can do. I know. Yeah, this one's more fun. Okay. So I'm going to start the timer. We have 10 minutes. Where's my 10-minute timer? This one. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is look for style in the Style Explorer. You guys follow along with me or do it yourself if you want to play. So here's my Style Explorer. A storybook illustration from a culture that never existed. Ari, could you mute while you're not speaking?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Gosh. I don't even know what to search for. Maybe search for surreal? Or you can run it through the style creator, I suppose. Oh, these are great. Oh, I love this one. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to say, blueberry fruit frog from Fruitland. Oh, whoops. I have to go to retexture. Retexture. Submit retexture. So my storybook. Oh, I forgot to say storybook illustration. I don't know what style. Make it a storybook illustration from a culture that never existed. Make it a storybook illustration from a culture that never existed. In the style of a children's storybook illustration. Okay. And then when you're happy with your frog, you can only submit one. The background is a blueberry field. Can I run this in draft? I guess I can't. We'll have to award fast hours so that the people who play are not spending their own time doing this. It doesn't like that black background, huh? I'm just testing to see if if this allows me to change the background. It does, but it's still weird. Okay, I don't like mine. I want it to be more storybook illustration-y. So I am going to find a style that looks like a storybook illustration to me that I like for my Fruitland idea. Okay, I'll try this one. Fruitland, 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 the place where I like to be.
Well, what does it mean if I was using the style creator and I got a result on my create page. Most of them have style numbers, but one of them has a seed number. What
That's
that might be.
confusing. Can you
Yeah.
click the
I'll
word
screenshot.
seed? If you
Yeah,
click seed, does it populate the seed parameter in the
it
prompt
does.
box?
It does. Yes. Uh-huh.
I wonder why it came up with a seed all of a sudden. Yeah, I've never seen it do that before.
Alert the media
I might alert the
or
media. I might.
the developers.
Yeah. I know, Johnny, and look at mine. My retexture, I got like 4 retextures, and now this one just isn't going at all. $3,406. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Retexture. Submit retexture. Now this one's coming through right away. This frog sucks. He does. It's true. Okay, let's try this one. Look at that. This SRF works just fine and this one doesn't. Oh, there we go. Pew. This one opened his mouth. That's cute. Okay, I'm going to use this as my submission. There we go.
Promptogram just answered. The
Promptogram.
first iteration of story creator always comes up with a seed.
Oh, style creator.
I
Yeah.
just hadn't noticed.
Thanks, Prompta. I like that my my retexture opened his mouth. It's cute. 2 more minutes. Oh my God. Phoebes, that's amazing. Ari, I love yours. It's very arty. Artistic. Frogs in space.
Thank you.
One and a half minutes left. The next one will suck less because it'll be a better image. Because it won't come from me. It'll come from whoever wins this. Use an image and a style ref of a big Christmas tree. Oh, looks really cool. Looks like a handmade ornament. Oh, I see. Oh, cool. If you put that many ornaments on it, why bother to do it on a tree at all? Ay, ay, ay. Poor tree. Okay. 30 seconds. Get your frogs in. Get your frogs in. Then we will vote, and the winner gets to give us the image we retexture next. And then the style thing will The Wheel of Styles will tell us what to do to it. Johnny, it's adorable. What the hell? Okay, we are out of time. Okay. So for our frog from another culture, you can scroll up to the entries and you have 2 emojis you can put on there. One is a heart and one is a thumbs up. So please assign your heart and your thumb up, and then I will count. Which is what? Do a heart and a thumb. You can't vote for yourself. A heart and a thumb up. Okay. Everyone put a heart and a thumb up, and then when you're done voting, type done so I can close it up. Okay. All right. Anyone can vote, even if you didn't play. If you're just a spectator and you did not submit a frog yourself, you may still vote. 1 thumb, 1 heart. 1 thumb, 1 heart. Yeah. If I can remember how to do it. Hold on, Dying Soul. I'm doing it now. Okay, you're reset. Try now. I emptied your queue. Okay, so the winner is, let's see, we've got Clarinet with 3, Fiebenitz 83 with 3, Himbo with 2, Westendorf with, oh, I forgot to put my, no, I didn't. Did I do my thumb and my heart? I did. With 2, Johnny with 1. Although, Johnny, yours is so cute. I gave you my thumb up. So the winner is Fiebenitz. The crowd goes wild. Winner is Phoebe. I'm trying to type this in. Phoebe. Woohoo! Okay. So what you do now is find an image of yours, and we will retexture that image with Wheel of Styles. So I'm going to get my editor all ready to go. I'm going to wait for Phoebe to give us an image. Wheel of Style. Oh, nice job. That's cool. Okay. So we are going to retexture using this image. Copy link. Edit from URL. Paste link. Okay, Wheel of Style says... Make it hyper cute. Okay, you guys. Starting the timer. Retexture it so that it's hyper cute. All right. You have to use an SREF. That's one of the rules. So I gotta go get a cute SREF. Let's see. For spectators, I'm doing this in front of everyone. Something really cute. Let me try chibi. Does it know this word? Oh my god, it does. Okay. The further down I go, the less cute it is. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here. You can put it through the style creator too. Let me demonstrate that. I haven't demonstrated that one yet. So what I'd have to do is upload it. The path is too long. Nonsense. Okay, fine. This should be good. This definitely should be good. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this through the style creator. And try to make it cute. All right. Are any of these particularly cute? No. Skip. Any of these cute? Skip. This is why we need to start with search. Yeah, that one's pretty cute-ish. Big eyes. Okay, it's getting cuter. Okay. Let's see. Too serious. I need more cute.
This doesn't go away on its own, usually.
Huh?
T-shirt you're wearing. That's baby. Let's.
Westendorf, you have a hot mic. I think it's you. I don't know if this is going to be cute enough, you guys. All right, let's try this. So this is the style. Didn't change it at all in the style creator. That's funny. Couldn't change it. Okay, but now I'm gonna try it here. I'm going to retexture it. I'm going to say, a cute girl walking down the adorable street. Surrounded by happy trees and rainbows. All right. I'm trying it. I have 3 minutes left. It's okay, Dying Soul. Thanks for trying. That sucks. Oh my God. Ha. Look at me. All the skulls happy. Little bear skulls. Okay, that'll be my entry just for funsies. Here's my entry. 2 minutes. I was just sold by the skull becoming the panda. I don't know what it would change, Himbo. Two more minutes. Himbo, you're retexturing the wrong thing. That's adorable, though. We're retexturing the image that the winner chose, which is this weird ass person walking this. Okay, bye, noobs. Oh my God, Westendorf winner. 60 seconds. Do you guys ever do this in prompt battles? Somebody says retexture this.
No, not that I've noticed.
Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8. Okay. Even if you did not play, like Dying Soul, even though you couldn't output anything, you are welcome to vote. You want to put 1 heart and 1 thumb up. That's okay, Johnny. 1 heart and 1 thumb up. The rule was you got to make it hyper cute. and we will say done when we're done voting, just so I get a feel for how many people have finished voting. If you just came in, you don't know what's going on, you can put a thumb up and a heart on your favorite images above of the creature or person walking. What the rule was, you got to make it hyper cute. Thank you, Dying Soul. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Hebo. Oh, that's okay, Johnny. Okay. Nevertheless, you got many votes. So, we have Clarinet with 3. We have Westendorf with 5. Himbo with 2. And Johnny with 3. The winner is Westendorf, and the crowd goes wild. You knew that. As soon as we saw that thing pop up, we knew that that was the winner for you make it hyper cute. Okay, so yeah, reason. Now I'm gonna give everyone a fast hour, some fast time for playing, and then we can break. Credit. Don't leave until I give you your credits. Westendorf.
What's happening?
I'm just giving
What are you guys
folks some time for playing the style game.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's why I was asking. What's the style game?
Oh, it's a retexture
I just
game.
got here.
It's a retexture game. So somebody, the winner provides an image, and we all retexture it using,
Okay.
and then
Retexture.
and there's this. You see this wheel of styles thing I've got here. So I
Okay.
click wheel of styles. Stupid, and it produces a make it a corporate training aesthetic. that's
Is
that's
this
what
something
you
you
do.
made?
Yeah.
Was it you made that? What would you use to make it?
Gemini Pro.
The AI Studio.
No, I didn't bother opening. Oh, I mean, it's the same thing. Yes. Call it the AI Studio. Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm using to make my app. But you
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
ahead. I
exactly.
don't mean to interrupt what you're
No, that's okay.
doing.
I'm just trying to give people while they're here. I'm giving. Okay, so Phoebe's next. Just so because people accidentally botched their hour, ate up all their hours doing this because of the people had to try like 3 times to get it to work.
Well, it doesn't take up an hour, I don't think, to
No,
do
I'm not.
that, but yeah.
I'm not giving a whole hour here. User Phoebes expiring reason. How come it didn't ask me for how many? There we go. Okay. And then I'm grabbing Johnny. Okay. Who else played? Himbo, and that's it. I got Westendorf. Himbo is the only one left. Credits. Okay. Thank you guys for playing the style game. I'm sorry that it gobbled up so many minutes with all those failures. Hopefully I have returned those credits to you. My moderation is stupid. This is not wrong. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for Promptcraft Live today. Promptcraft Live is Midjourney's advanced users group. You never know what's going to happen on Promptcraft Live. We did a whole variety of things today. We started with answering questions about punctuation, capitalization, grammar, and the periods are weirdly more effectual in outcomes than other punctuation. We talked about neumorphic storytelling, which is a new industry phrase that was introduced in SIGGRAPH in Singapore in the beginning of December, and is, if you Google neumorphic storytelling, it still doesn't come up with anything, but it's sure to be all over the internet soon enough. We talked about what's the hardest thing to do in Midjourney, and pretty much arrived at breaking archetypes, at trying to do stuff that's non-archetypal. And we played a game of styles, which is the retexture game. It was a lot of fun, and a great way to spend a few hours on a Thursday. Today at 4 p.m. is the Midjourney music. Well, 4 p.m. my time. Let me paste it here so you can see what time it is for you. Is the Midjourney Music Jam. If you haven't gotten involved with that project, it is so much fun. It's hosted by my friend and colleague, Kinky Kong. I might not be able to be there, but I hope you will all pass on my hugs to Kinky Kong, because we are like ships passing in the night, because we hand off to each other rather than hang out with each other. Those of you who joined on Twitch and YouTube, thank you so much. And if you are watching this as a recording later, please feel free to communicate in the comments, and we'll swing by and say hello.